Doing great. Taking back
Nice.
over Adidas or vice versa.
Yeah. We're always here to support each other, so whatever it takes. Where are you,
Yeah.
brother?
I'm in Utah right now.
Ah,
Just moved here.
Just moved here.
What about you?
I'm back in Canada.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey Gina, hey Jacob.
Hello,
Hi
guys.
guys, how are you?
So good.
Good. How are y'all?
So
Good. How are y'all?
Amazing.
Amazing. Oh, Eric, we had a call today with Avnish manager in there.
nice.
Nice. Yeah, so it's great. She's gonna present our call to Avnish when she meets him next month. Dude, it's crazy. They have like 800 employees.
Yep.
Yep. It's crazy. That's a lot.
Yeah, there
It's
he's
a
he's
it's a
and,
it's a great first step.
and he wants to expand.
Yeah, more better. Why not?
Yeah.
No,
It's
that's
good.
amazing.
Nicholas, I'm curious what you're up to in the world, brother.
Uh, my partner Chris and I just moved here to Utah. Um, and Jacob and Gina have heard this a little bit, I think. Uh, we're involved in tons of different projects. And right now, our thing is creating communities to uh, help people figure out what they want in life and how to get it. And to me, that's coming back to authenticity. And um, my partner Chris really wants to do that for youth, and I really want to do that for uh, influential people, politicians, and world leaders, and things like this. And those are our main projects. We have several others, but we're doing our best to put more of our focus on one these days.
I
Um,
I thought sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah, all
I
good.
thought you were into teachers.
Yes, that's we work with. So our roommates, they own a company that teaches or coaches teachers how to better connect with kids and teach the kids how to really um, associate what they want in life to what they're being taught in school, and like really want to be more engaged and do better. And a lot of that starts with the teachers being more engaging and everything. So and Chris is doing great with that. I'm helping them make an app for their company to automate a lot of their things. Um, yeah, yeah. Chris is rocking it right now. He's just like waking up. He's staying up late, working, getting up early, and like smile on his face. He's loving it. And I'm where he was a few years ago, coming out of a 9 to 5, and I there's some struggle with too much. And Jacob, you guys have heard this, but too much planning and too much trying to look into the future and see around every corner before I act, instead of just trusting my intuition and moving forward. So uh, I've been pretty stagnant lately, and I think there's also some struggle around like self worth and me trying to provide um, financially and deserving to have the opportunities that I do have. Uh,
Mm.
Chris's company, his marketing and videography company back in Chicago, is supporting both of us right now. And I feel like I should be doing more and achieving all of these dreams, right? And the very thought of, oh, I should be doing this, I have to do this, is what's kind of holding me back. It's
Can I
just
ask you a
interesting.
question?
Yes, please.
Uh, so does Chris put any pressure on you?
No, he has wondered in the past if pressure would be better. and he's tried it, and it stresses me out like crazy, and I feel like I'm more stuck in the mud. So he used to be like this, where when he realized that there wasn't any pressure and that he didn't need to do anything and it was just for fun, then he felt free to go after things. And where that's what he's helping me to realize.
Yeah, so then what I'm hearing is that he's not expecting anything from you.
That's right.
He's okay with his organization taking care of you guys.
That's right.
So it sounds like you're being hard on yourself.
Yes, of course.
Cool.
There is a huge, like, I feel like I was meant to do all these things in life, and I feel like
Amazing.
yeah.
So is it possible how can you see the blessing in the fact that you have something that's allowing you to discover this part of yourself and that you have this ease of transition
Hmm.
instead of focusing on the self-worth, discovering the ability to know that, hey, I get to actually do what my heart's desire is, and as a result, I'm being taken care of, I'm being supportive, and I have the freedom and the capacity to
Hmm.
really go after anything my beautiful heart desires. And I think that this is the thing that I believe, and the reason that I'm saying this to you, by the way, is I used to date a really powerful woman uh, in Australia. She was very famous. I mean, she still is. And she had everything. And I had this pressure uh, on myself, not by her, by the way. She would be really supportive of my experience. And she just wanted me to love her and be happy and support her. Like being supportive meant like being there for her, encouraging her, but
Hmm.
being happy and joyful and making things come to life the way that I saw it fit. But I
Right.
created a story in my mind where I needed to create finance when she had all the finance.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Like so really this was like a total bullshit egoic paradigm where I was actually
Hmm.
not owning the value of my beingness and my joy and my benevolence and my kindness and my love and my ability to just be present and then also slowly discover the parts of me because I was way more um deep in terms of the spirituality side of things, but that's what she loved about me. She loved that depth of me, and I didn't see myself. And so I was and then I started competing with her because she was the famous rich one. And the
Hmm.
world kept telling me that the man needed to be the rich one and the one that was, and so she would put me on stage and at her events and she would like bring me and I kept like trying to compete with her until I pushed her away. And
Hmm.
so this thing was it was never her, it was always me. It was always my bullshit. It was always my like feeling of feeling unworthy that made me um not recognize the
Mm.
values that she had and more importantly even the values that I didn't have within myself or
Hmm.
didn't own within myself. So my hallucination, brother, is that allow yourself to take this time and this experience to really act instead of think, implement
Hmm.
instead of uh, plan, because it's in the action that you're going to create an amazing, responsible experience that is going to keep you that's going to keep you present in the experience, that's going to keep you fulfilled. You don't need to worry about the achievement. The achievement part is being taken care of by your beloved husband,
Hmm.
partner, you know? And so allow yourself to be in that space of fulfillment because that's what he wants from you and that's what you really desire in yourself. And so as a result of you um tapping into the art of fulfillment, the achievement will show up. But
Mhm.
making sure that the fulfillment is something that you do without thinking, without needing some sort of validation or from yourself or others, but doing it instead for something that feeds your soul. And from that place, everything around you will start to come to you, because the universe cannot deny a person in alignment. It's energetic law.
Mm.
Love it. That even everything you said completely resonated. Thank you. That was perfect.
Mhm.
Big love, my bro.
Love my bro.
It's good to see you
It's
again.
good to see you again.
Good to see you again
Good to
too.
see you again too.
And hello,
And
Ronald.
hello, Ronald.
Hey, Ronald. Hey, Luan.
Hey, Luan.
Hello. Very well.
Good evening.
Yeah. I don't see you, Ronald. Like the same. Nice to see you. And you, Eric, the same. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Mhm.
How's Ronald?
Mm,
How are you gentlemen doing? What are you guys up to? What's new in the world?
Well, I'm very busy with my own business. I had a very I'm meeting new people in my own business world, and like you just said, when you're in alignment, you attract the right people. So I let it be and just see what things will bring. And this was a new accountancy organization they want to build. And yeah, I asked the universe, what do you want, Ronald? Do you want to stay an artist or do you want to be an entrepreneur, a business owner? And I still don't have the right answer to that. So the universe keep putting things in my path. And I needed more time, so I just find out that my teachings at the university is postponed to next year. So I've got 6 Fridays again. So hey. So there is something happening, and I don't know exactly what. So, but for the time being, I'm because I had 2.5 months of procrastination. I'm working hard now on my own business, and Friday I'm going to visit Gina and Jacob.
Whoop,
Woohoo!
whoop.
Nice.
So
Mhm.
I will travel very early and then on Friday we arrive somewhere in Sweden, and then Saturday we stay there, and on the Sunday we go to Stockholm.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, that's gonna be lots of fun.
Yeah.
Do you pack all your children in the Tesla?
No, we travel with 2 persons, only my wife and me.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be amazing. We're gonna find somewhere to have a dinner. It's gonna be
Yeah,
super
and
fun.
the daughter of Alex, Elida,
Yeah,
Hey, Lida, yeah.
yeah. Elida
is
will
here.
come as well.
Well, yeah,
I think.
you can invite her.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
definitely will. Yeah, that's gonna be so fun. That's amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
What do you want to do, Ronald? What do you want to do with them in Stockholm? What are the
Well,
plans?
Jacob has a new treatment for a medical issue with my wife. So
Okay.
I told him in Köln that the first weekend I can plan, we go to Stockholm. So that's next weekend,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and we're gonna
it's
find out
happening.
if he is bringing the solution for my wife, and if he is, I will be internally grateful for that.
That's amazing. That's,
Nice.
yeah, yeah, it's gonna be super fun.
Yep. And because
The
I'm
first.
driving a Tesla with unlimited miles and free
Mhm.
supercharging, I will go by car.
Yeah,
And I love to
Wow.
drive. So it's, what is it, 1,500 kilometers? I don't know how many miles, 1,200 miles or something.
Yeah. Never throw that car away.
Nope.
No.
So
Tesla is losing a lot of money on you.
no, I have two Teslas, and when did you see the 1010 meeting from Tesla?
No, I didn't know. I
The
missed it.
new robocar.
Oh, really? It's
Yeah, Google.
happening.
It's happening. Google that. When I can
The
order it, I
robocar,
will buy it.
to Google that.
It's amazing. It's a car with butterfly doors like a McLaren, and it
The
drives itself.
Cybertruck?
Sorry?
No, I see. I'm seeing two: the Tesla Cybertruck, Robotaxi, and the Tesla
Robotaxi.
Robovan.
That's the one. That's the one.
Okay, the
So
first
they
one.
will build it this year, next year, or at latest 26, and they will start operating in California, in Texas, because their jurisdiction is approving that. And I
Yeah.
can't wait to get the full self-driving software in Europe, so that yeah. And then the next step is the no pedals, no steering wheel.
And soon we will all have a chip in our brain so we can meet virtually.
Exactly.
Without leaving our homes.
And then we can choose: do we take the red pill or the blue pill?
Exactly. Yeah.
So if you
We
want to
don't
have
need.
have
We don't need.
a big muscle car, now is the time to buy one.
Yeah.
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 A big V8 or a V10.
Ronald, how do you feel when they actually you don't have to drive and you are saying you love to drive? I love to drive, so it's like, oh, I will.
Well,
Uh,
I'm a petrol head. I married in a Corvette, and I drove 200 plus on the highway when I got married. Uh, and so I love big muscle engines, but I drive electric for more than. My first hybrid was in 2013, and yeah, when you're adapted to electric driving, you don't want anything else. It's so smooth. It's faster than a muscle car.
Yeah.
I've got a 3 performance is 1 to 100 in 3 seconds. That's faster than a Porsche.
Yeah. No, but I was thinking about the self-driving cars, not the electrical part of it.
Okay, but the
Like
self-driving, I don't know. The car drives itself on the highways.
yeah.
But the newest car is too strict for me because I'm lazy at the wheel. I'm doing other things, and he detects that because there's a camera there, and he says, "Ronald, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. So now you have to drive yourself." Oldest Tesla, the software is not so smart. That's better.
Okay.
So I like the old one.
I have the same issue with cars.
So it's
So
when I drive the 3,
fantastic.
it's 2 years
But,
old. It's recent. The software tells me, Ronald, you need to pay attention to the road. You need to pay attention to the road.
Stop texting.
Exactly. And the old one is very smooth and better.
Okay.
So I drive the old
Interesting.
one most of the time.
And free charging.
And free charging, yeah.
Yeah.
Lifetime.
Yeah.
Wow. That car will be with you, yeah, lifetime. That's a good deal.
Mhm.
So when the battery is gone, I will replace the battery.
Okay, will be fun.
So how
Ronald,
are
if
you
you
guys?
We're
Can I
great.
help you with something?
I'm good. I just had a great conversation with Eric.
Yeah, I heard the last part.
Yeah, how are you, Ronald?
Well, I'm good. I feel the universe is bringing me the things I need.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes I don't know exactly why, but I let it go. And this weekend I was in a less beautiful state because I worked so hard. I used muscles I never used before. I helped a cousin with the flooring. So that was an unusual job for me. So Monday I was a little bit. I thought in my head I'm younger than my body is. But yeah, pretty good. The foundation is going good. We need to do the next steps there. So I'm pretty happy.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
Mm.
How are you, Tennessee?
Hi,
No.
I'm
Hi,
driving,
Tennessee.
not self-driving. I seem to be always driving, but it's just the time. And I can guarantee you that what I need to do to get to the school, the self-driving cars wouldn't do it, so I would have no patience. Plus, I tend to put makeup on and things like this while I'm driving, so the software definitely not like me.
You gotta put on a hat, wear sunglasses, so it doesn't see you.
Yeah. But it's mastering the skill of putting makeup on while going the autobahn. So it's pretty interesting.
That's scary.
Anyway, but it's so good. It's so good. It's very dark now, so cold and dark in here. But yeah, so good. Gina, thanks for sending the information.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so good. How's everybody? I missed the beginning, so I hope everybody's good.
Good. Yeah.
Obstruction over.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
I think
curious if anybody saw the replay of Business Mastery that I shared in the group.
Mm.
No, I missed it. I want to see that one.
Yeah, I haven't yet.
Yeah, it's a really good one. Ronald, you should check it out. It's a really
We
good
bet-
one, and it really highlights a lot of stuff from how everything is really a reflection of us, and the distinction of choosing everything that we're integrating and taking responsibility for it. It's really profound. The highlights and the way that we see things as they are, not worse than they are, and having the integrity to observe and discern from a place of empowerment versus disempowerment. And I think what I love about these calls is that I'm sensing oftentimes that we are consciously choosing to see the empowering meaning in everything. I observe all of us consistently communicating with each other to discover the lesson and the empowering choice that we're making. And then we capture each other's decision making whenever it's coming from a disempowering meaning, and hold a new space of accountability. So I really love watching and observing our conversations and watching them back, and then seeing how we can continue to evolve to the next stages in our development. So, Luan, I have a question.
Tell me.
You're in with the youth council. Nicholas and his husband are really doing a lot of things, especially about developing the youth, and they want to maybe create some more opportunities in the youth side of things. So, is there a possibility that perhaps you can meet with Nicholas and Chris and bring maybe Shaw or Meijing or some of the team in the South to support, because and Nicholas, I'm not going to speak for Chris or you, but I'm feeling like there's a way that there could be some integration of supporting Chris from that perspective, because Meijing, Luan here are really have been doing a lot of things for the youth, and it would be really valuable, I imagine, to figure out ways that there could be some sort of a bigger integration, because they do want to do a lot of events in Mexico and Latin America. They're in Guatemala right now. Luan, perhaps, or first, Nicholas, maybe you want to just share a little bit about Chris and what he's doing at the youth side of things. And then I have some ideas on the world leadership side of things that we could go deeper into.
Sure, yeah. There, every day that I hear Chris talk to somebody, he has some new development in his mind about where he wants to go with this. So I'm not up to date yet, but that sounds amazing. I would love to catch up more. I know Chris would too. He is extremely, he used to be a soccer coach, and then his story is essentially that he went to school, did great in school, was always told how smart he is and all these things that he should be doing, and hated it. Wanted to change the whole school system from the inside out, and became a soccer coach just for fun on the weekends. And the other coaches and some teachers saw how well the kids were responding to Chris, and Chris ended up creating a teacher group where he would coach the teachers on how to engage the students better and get them to, yes, get them to do what the teachers wanted, but really it was get the kids to act in their own best interest for their future. And now Chris, he was, and I'll tell you this story too. He was hiking in Patagonia and met this woman who works here in Utah. She has her company called Innovations Education, and they employ coaches and teachers to teach teachers how to improve engagement and student connection in the classroom. So it's really, it sounds simple, but it really is revolutionizing the way teachers and schools are running. It's really amazing. Chris is loving it. And he's had so many incredible experiences in his life and things that have pulled him down when he was younger. So he's creating a community right now to bring a bunch of kids together, a global community, and teach them and help them figure out what they want in life and what they want to give and serve in life, and how to do it. And he is so damn good at that. So he would be all over whatever you guys are up to. But your name was what again? Dijon?
Luan, yeah, Luan, Luan,
Luan.
Luan, yeah,
Got you.
yeah.
Got you.
Thank you.
Cool. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Hi, Nicholas.
And
Nice to meet you, Nicholas.
yeah, tell me about what you're up to.
Yeah, well, we're working in the John Council or sometimes RQ Global. Yeah, at this time, we're searching for actually trying to do a lot of stuff, but in between, we are focusing into the youth people to actually do that, how they can start doing more for the more of how they can teach how to build a more fulfilling life, because sometimes it's at this time it's more difficult to put it into that way and actually try to engage with the youth, to the youth, to be not like in these nihilisms or these pessimisms that is sometimes between in the social media you see often. And at the same time, just not how we can create these spaces, or these hubs, but actually try to put it like the. I really like being here like in the Lighthouse, because it's like an empowerment to see how we can actually create a community between for those for just not community for the youth, but for all the people. So we are trying to build in like these kind of spaces, not just virtual, but in presence. The first one was the festival. We do one live presence festival in Oregon in July. I think so. It was really cool. The next one was intended to be in Mexico in the next year. In between those spaces, where the Beijing is now in Guatemala, but she was in some moment engaging with some universities or college in Mexico because she's from over there to making these courses more focused more into the internal being, like more into the have to make a good meditation or not. Well, that sounds weird. How to use meditation to actually start knowing thyself and trying to be more focused or trying to put it into that space of being that actually is different. Because one of our masters, Sri Krishna ji or yeah, Krishna ji and Sri Prita ji, they have another whole like they started or like the story goes that they is like into the same thing, that one person that is not really cool into the how into it was the teaching like to the teaching part in India. So they began to do it a little bit different and trying to teach in more spiritual stuff and how to be more like a human being and less like a machine into the code. They start to building into that processes. So today is have a more Beckham is the name, have more colleges, and we are using building with that knowledge, with that all this knowledge from all different places, and and trying to put it into the youth and the persons that actually want to be there. This is what we are doing right now. For the most part, at this time, I am doing a little meditation all the weeks for the LATAM community in the nights. It's like the thing they were trying to do like regularly, but the idea is trying to put it more like online events or three little things more concise because that's how the community is built. So this is
Yes.
the little thing we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool. No, that's interesting. You're saying that for lots of reasons we'll have to dig into, but yeah, okay, no, that's really awesome. Our goal is to have events and oh man, yeah, there's so much there. That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll
Because
put you all in touch.
yeah, because you were saying that have the how we can teach the teachers to teach better. A lot of teaching
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Uh, so no, it was cool because it's another whole aspect I think or I thought we are not making into it, but it's not just the youth, but actually the other people that is influencing the youth that is really important into those aspects and making all this
yes,
whole transformation.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Have you heard of Dr. K?
No, I don't hear about Dr.
Okay,
K.
um he's a monk. He
Okay.
was born in the US, sent back to India to become a monk by his parents and did, and then came back here, got a psychology degree, and now teaches at Harvard. And
Okay.
he in combination of Eastern and Western uh, practices. And I mean, he's incredible, but he talks a whole lot about he's all about kids, and his main focus is video game addiction, but it's addiction to anything. It's dopamine addiction in the world that we live in of technology, and he helps people. And oh my gosh, it's hard to explain. He has this book, How to Be a Healthy Gamer. He has all these courses online. He's all over YouTube. I would definitely check him out. A lot of what you were describing reminded me of him. You might really like him. Our goal is to build this app with Innovations Ed and work with him. At one point, he has said that the teachers are on the front line, and just like people in a 9 to 5 spend more time with their coworkers than they do with their significant other, because of the world that we live in. Kids spend more time with the teachers than they do with their parents half the time. So
Mm.
yeah, it's a big deal there. That's really cool. And so much of this is, and this is why I want to go towards world leaders. and youth, of course, is so much of it is authenticity, is being who you are, and just by being you, you can give the world the gifts that you were meant to give. And the people don't do that very often. They sit in this, you know, Sage Rollins keeps talking about this schism of like fear, and it's this illusion that we all create, and it's that's the antithesis of being authentic to me. So if we can all just be authentic, in my mind, so many incredible things in the world could be solved. We could let go of fear. People would do the things that they felt that they were meant to do, be more passionate about things, and be happier. And teaching kids how to be themselves, how you're describing, and just be instead of be part of this cog in this machine for other people because they think they should, is a really, really huge piece to that. And the more people we can get to be authentic, the more ripples we can create. And yeah, love it.
It's
So I
important
have
for us.
I have
Go,
a
Eric.
request. I have a request. I think it would be really valuable, Nicholas, for you and Chris to organize, or Luan, for you to organize a meeting with Mei Jing and Chris. I think it would be really important for Mei Jing and Chris to meet Luan and Nick, because Mei Jing really is integrating a lot of great things. She has a lot of integrity, and she's really driven by spirit. And it sounds like their minds would be valuable to just connect with one another. And then you guys being in support of that, I think would be really valuable. And then, Nicholas, I would love at the end of this month, I will be in Dubai, speaking to a lot of profound leaders, and we're also organizing an event that will take some of those delegates to the UK. And so it would be nice maybe if we have some time at some point during this week, maybe we can meet, or we could talk on here. I'm fine with talking on here even about it, but and then we could see what that looks like, because we are having a Middle East Summit of Excellence and an investor summit in Dubai at the end of this month or beginning of November. So November 1st, I fly out of here on the 29th to go to Dubai. And then with my dear friend Adnan Al Nourani, His Excellency, then we're organizing a future innovation summit in the UK, in London, as well as in Abu Dhabi. And so those two events, and there'll be multiple other events, and those events are, up to 1,500 or more people. But what the primary is about bringing government delegates and world leaders together on really harmonizing energy infrastructure, and making sure that the energy sector, alongside agriculture, capital, and labor, are really integrated for a harmonious, conscious economic ecosystem. So this model that we are presenting and facilitating is something that I am, very much have curated over the course of my experience, but also now harmonizing that with my brothers and sisters around the world that have watched me be relentless in the ability to make that happen. And so now we want to bring it to the greater whole. So it would be nice for you to be involved in that, since it's something that's already your passion, brother, and something that I'm very much involved in, and seeing how, I can support your vision and we can support the greater vision to making this come to life, brother. So let me know your feelings, thoughts here, gentlemen, and if I can do anything to facilitate or support that, I will.
I got chills, and I'm trying to dim my emotions. Thank you very much. That's amazing. I would love to be involved. That is completely up my alley there. Talk about impacting the UN problems. That's such an incredible thing that y'all are doing. That's amazing. I would love to be a part of it in any capacity. Working on things like that is, I used to be a product designer, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I became a product designer, to learn how to turn people's ideas into reality and make it usable, both from either a product standpoint, a system standpoint, or a service standpoint. So, anyways, yes, absolutely. Would love to talk more about that. Super excited.
Yeah.
Tell me about the product side of things. Actually, before you do, Luan, do you have anything to add?
No, I just want to add that I am actually a product designer by myself, like custom UX, UI designer, and I work with software. So it's glad to see another
Yeah.
fellow designer here present.
I was a UI UX designer as well. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, it's the beginning. I'm more in the developer part, but at the same time, it's just the someone have to develop the product, and it's not the technology, it's how the human interact with the technology that actually make the difference. So that's why
That's right. Yeah.
the design part is also more important sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So something that is just coming up right now. On Friday, Mo, who is been really active in the app, we were talking with some of the Brazilian family and Shaw and stuff like this about possibly doing an event in Brazil as well. But creating maybe that meeting or having that meeting all together by having more of you gentlemen as developers being there, because she's really much been doing like Bitcoin development for the last 5 years. She's been in the Bitcoin infrastructure. And so my thought is, hey, you know, maybe there's a way to all come together in that meeting on Friday, encouraging everyone to be there. And then as a result, you know, from that meeting of like really succinct direction of, hey, whether it's Mexico, Brazil, Abu Dhabi, UK, you know, all these events that we can move into fruition with, we can actually start to build as a team instead of in silos. And so, kind of my thought process, I don't know what you guys think about it, but since that meeting is already going to be happening on Friday, perhaps it would be valuable to all attend that meeting as a team. Luan, you know, and Nicholas, and then invite Meijing and Chris, and then as a result, we can see what comes to life from that.
You can do it. Oh, but I have a question. Let's making the Nicholas Chris making to the same Friday, or making two different spaces?
No, I think having a whole meeting and then everybody listening to
Okay.
one another and having the space of collective conversation come to life is what's going to cultivate a really more meaningful approach, because then principles will align in that conversation, and then as a result, action steps will be oriented from the ending of that meeting.
Okay.
Completely agree.
Can you remember the hour of the Friday?
Yeah, I'll check right now.
There's the youth council one, and then there's the life and wealth one.
So there's actually another one that Mo created specifically for the conscious development side
Love it.
at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Okay.
So that is Brenda from Brazil will be there. She was my assistant in the past when we were creating events in Brazil. Shaw will be there, who you know very well, Luan. And we can
And actually,
invite,
finish, my friend, brother.
and then we can invite if you guys drop your emails in the WhatsApp group, I will have Mo or I will myself. I know I can't add, but I will have Mo add you guys as well as add I love it. Yes, let's do this. So if you can drop your emails into the WhatsApp group, I will have Mo add you guys to that meeting at 11 on Friday, 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Friday. And we can then all meet, all discuss, and all share because it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it will really be cool to be there. I let me put.
Are you in the
Yeah.
WhatsApp group, Nicholas?
Yes, the Lighthouse group.
Yes.
Yes,
Do you mind
I am.
sending do you mind sending these emails in there? Is that okay?
Of course, that is much better, so they don't disappear, huh?
Because then I could just tag Mo and she will add you to the group.
Of course.
She's amazing. I met her in Bitcoin Amsterdam.
Yeah, I'm interested in actually meeting her, as I know he is actually another UX designer into the Bitcoin ecosystem. So that sounds nice. Some part of my time I was trying to see the UX problems for all the ecosystem of the decentralized stuff. Yeah, because sometimes was the difficult part of having the wallets and having different forms of connections. So that's what the how we can solve the how we can solve that the persons that doesn't have like all this the knowledge can actually go inside to the ecosystem without that all difficulties is to become the same.
You guys, I'm so grateful and excited. So this is going to be really important. And I have a lot of partners flying in from Europe and Houston and Singapore on Friday. We're doing a site tour here on the grounds for the energy side. So talking about world leaders, Nicholas, a lot of great people are showing up here on the ground, and we're taking them through some of the sites. But I'm grateful and excited. So one of the things that I will do for that meeting is I will pop in. I will encourage kind of like what I'm seeing as a harmonious environment of what that can be facilitated to come to life. And then maybe yourself, Nicholas, and Mo can really harmonize and discuss deeper in how you may see things come to life. But I believe that, it's about putting us together, and then as a result, the solutions will come to life and we'll make things happen for the youth, for the leadership, and then for the bigger movement as a whole. But because this is your passion, bro, I do see this as something that you are already leading. And by putting you and Mo together, you'll be able to find a solution, I'm certain, because of the way that you're thinking. So you see, you manifested it all in 1 hour.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I can't wait.
Yeah. I love it.
Let's
This
do
is the
it.
magic of life.
Hmm.
Is there anyone else I can serve and support on this call right now, in this moment, in the next 5 minutes?
Sorry, Nick, I was calling you. It was misclick.
Say again, Luan?
No, I was saving the Nick's number for creating that part, and I just misclicked to the little call into WhatsApp.
Cool.
No worries, no worries. But no, I will want to share. because actually the Friday meeting is actually more can be a lot of helpful for us. I was meeting with Xiao. We are trying to well, we are using the global idea like for putting into ourselves and being more in the action part. And some things became transformative stuff, and now we are trying to put it into the business of transforming gardens or trying to put it into the what is the name of that? The designing at this moment it is gardeners, but the idea is to put it into the not more eco materials and try to build in more with the local plants and trying to build in more into these ecological systems that actually can be built into the manner. And we are just
This is
starting.
beautiful.
Yeah, we're start talking about it, making more progress about them, and just seeing that all is moving forward like into those ideas is really really beautiful and divine for
So
me.
one of the things, Luan, on Friday, because Pedro, who's one of my indigenous brothers, and he's a master of like he leads ceremony, and so this is why he's gonna be on the call. So Brenda and Pedro, I met when I lived in Brazil in the jungle, and so in Alto Paraíso, this is why we really want to see if we can create an event where we can bring a lot of youth or leaders or anything down there because he also lives in harmony with nature. And so he has ideas, he has ways that we can integrate a lot of things, whether it's bringing more water from the rivers or living in harmony with nature, building and creating. And he comes from this indigenous wisdom. His wife is his wife is a Honey Queen tribe leader as well. And so him and I have held ceremonies across Ibiza, across Brazil together. And again, Brenda is kind of like I would say she's just like, she's an amazing multidimensional human. But I believe that by being in that call, we'll be able to figure out just by having his presence, asking some questions, seeing what their needs are, discovering how we can kind of cultivate. Because that place in Alto Paraíso where I was, it has 2,500 waterfalls. It rests on the biggest landmass of quartz in the planet. It opens out the crown chakra, and it really cultivated a level of sincerity and conviction in my being, and as a result like of showering and washing yourself in those waterfalls every single day and being around the presence of nature, and it felt like heaven on earth. This opened up a new area of spectrum and of singing, playing music, doing a lot of these types of endeavors are something that may be really transformational for what we are all looking to achieve, because we all have the tools, the technology, the experience, the wisdom to make it happen. What we're missing is the leadership. And once people discover that this influence of capacity is within themselves, they become way more empowered to knowing that as a result of following this certainty that's actually inside their hearts, from that place we can achieve anything. And so by putting us together in this place, in this environment of harmony, and having Pedro and Brenda and a lot of the other tribal elders come join us, it may be something that is profound. And Alto Paraíso in English means high paradise. So this was a place that opened my heart, in something that I think that can really cultivate. It's meaningful. So that's what I'm saying, talking about empowering meaning. It's like, hey, maybe this is all happening so that we can come together stronger and develop. Because if we're developing software, if we're developing hardware, if we're developing communities, if we're developing eco village, if we're developing people, ultimately it comes down to developing ourselves first. So that's the way I see things.
Mhm. Once again, everything you said resonated so much. Love it.
Cool.
Yeah,
So listen, you guys drop the emails in there. Nick, it's nice you got me in there. So I'm gonna send you guys or get Mo to add you guys. If you need anything in the meantime, or if you have any ideas pop in, send me a message, and we'll chat either openly in the group or privately, whatever you feel is best for you. But I'm excited, bro. I do feel like you came into this meeting today for a specific purpose, and you're leaving with some action-oriented steps that we can actually cultivate. But remember, this biggest thing, my bro, is you are already there, right? You have nothing to prove. You're already amazing, and we're just here to support each other and be, you know, the mirrors of possibility. So I really appreciate your vulnerability, your truth, and your ability to shine, man. Let's shine bright together.
Let's. Thank you so much. So excited.
Big love to you all. I love you all,
Thank you
guys.
all.
Okay.
Love being here.
Yeah.